my name's Adam Meyer, and this is my quarantine songwriting project. And yeah. So for this quarantine project, basically, well, let me explain where I'm from. I am a student of this boarding school called the South Carolina's Governor School for Arts and Humanities. And if you're wondering, yes, it does mean I live in South Carolina. The Governor School is a place that focuses with arts and academics, but recently, because of COVID-19, we've all been sent home from boarding school, and I've been stuck here without literally like the best friends that I've ever made in my life around me, which, you know, I love my mom, but at the same time, I want to see my friends again. And then our vocal teachers assigned us a project. They basically said, do whatever you want. We want to give you a lot of freedom since you're away from us, and just do what you want. So I decided, in all of that, to do a project where I asked my friends certain questions. I had 10 questions, and I'll show you those in a bit. And then I asked them those questions, and then they gave me answers, and then I wrote from that. And you're obviously gonna see the song in this video too, but first, let's have the questions. So basically, the way I kind of started this project is first I went about figuring out how I was going to, like how many friends I was gonna ask, and etc. like that. And since this is actually my, here is all the songs that I've written, and well, not all of them, there's some more on the back here, but basically I have a list of songs that I've written, and this was going to be the 80th song, but then I wrote 2 more while trying to figure out questions to ask and stuff. So instead, this is the 82nd song, but seeing how it was going to be the 80th song, basically I decided that I would ask 8 of my friends 10 questions, because 8 times 10 equals 80. Yeah, I know, big maths, right? So what I did was I wrote down my friends that I was gonna ask. Then the questions that I asked them were, give me a word, give me a number, love or hope, favorite food, music or movies, are football games fun? I know, just bear with me. Biggest fear, lover, fighter, or both? What's something in your life you're thankful for, and what is something you love? Now, I wanted to make these questions kind of random, so that's, you see these questions just kind of like what, you know? I kind of wanted that reaction because I didn't want them to fully be about a lot of things, but in the now 82 songs I've written, a lot of my favorite kind of topics to write about were like, I really like ballads. I've written too many of those. A lot of my worst songs are ballads, but also some of my best songs are ballads. So that just shows I like the topic a lot. Anyway, I'm getting off topic, I'm sorry. Basically, what my plan was is that I would use screen recording on my phone, and I would just record our conversation via FaceTime. But the problem with that was I didn't realize that it didn't record the audio. So I just have clips of them just answering and laughing, but you don't really get to hear what they say. But I can summarize it really quickly for you. So basically, here are the main things that were said that I liked. The main words I liked in the first question were door, red, thrilling, intrinsic, precious. And then the numbers I liked were 4, 7, and 11. Love or hope. Hope was chosen more, but, you know, I kind of like, I feel like love is hope in a way, so I don't know how exactly I should have stuck to that. And then music was chosen over movies because football games were good and bad. I kind of just took that as like a thing. I was like, okay. And then the biggest fears, actually, for me and all my friends, actually, like I share this fear with them, is like losing people and being alone. Like those are like the biggest fears that came out of, you know, my friend group. And then a lot of them said they were lovers and fighters, so I just put lover and fighter on. And then some of the things they were thankful for is that they were thankful for love itself, people in their life, conversation, the ability to pursue their dreams, and then some things they loved were just people's happiness and conversation. Kind of feeling the way that this was like going and like the way that they answered their questions, I was like, okay, well, I can write like a hopeful song about like when we get out of this coronavirus, yeah, you know, because that'd be fun. But you know, I realized that like in writing that, I wasn't being 100% true to myself, because, well, I want to be hopeful and stuff that we're gonna get out of this coronavirus pandemic. I realized I kind of wasn't really being true to my own emotions, because while I was thinking about, yeah, I'm hopeful and stuff, I'm mainly thinking about how sad it is to miss all these people that I just asked questions about. So I kind of drew from that to keep writing. Basically, so look. Here's the first song I tried to write, and I called it "When the Music Stops," and it was like this kind of like acoustic-y, like what was it, like kind of alternate, like Harry Styles vibe-ish, like sound, like and like that was the first thing I went off of, but then I realized F doesn't really agree with my voice very well. And then also besides that, this like chord progression is one away from literally being Sign of the Times. Like same tempo and stuff. So I was like, I am not plagiarizing Harry Styles. So that first part went away pretty fast. And I I wrote a lot for this. I really tried to make it work, but it just didn't. But there was one part of the song that I really did like, and it kind of goes like it goes like this. It's in the F key, and it would be like how we were loving in the fight, going through the night, turning the music up. I can't even play it right now. But basically, that was like one line that I was like, I really like that line. So I tried to write based off of that. This time I said in the key of E, we're going down a whole half step. I know, real big jump. And I wrote a lot, and I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. Like, as you can see, I wrote verse 1, verse 2, 2 pre-choruses and a chorus, and that's how it was going to be, and no bridge or anything. And I was like, I still don't know how I feel about this. And then, you know, I was writing the melody for the chorus, and basically the melody for the chorus in E kind of went like, you know, it kind of went, loving and the fighting, going through the night, turning the music up, screaming out loud, there ain't nobody who can touch us. And I was like, that sounds okay. Let's keep that chorus. So I kind of kept the chorus, and moving on to the final draft of the song, which I realized I kind of just wanted to write, not really about, obviously I did want to write with my friends were giving me as far as information-wise to my questions, because that's the project, but also I wanted to write about them and about the experiences I've had this year at Governor School. I didn't mention this earlier in the video, but I'm a first-year senior, so this is actually the only year that I get to go to Governor School. And it's, you know, like I've literally, like when I say they're the best friends like I've ever met, they are. They're like the best friends I've ever had and I've ever met. And I wanted to write just kind of about, you know, this year and what it was like, and the sad emotions that go into it, but also just reminiscing, just being like, yeah, that was us. And the 3 words that can describe me and my friends, which have been throughout this entire video and what I was just singing, is loving and fighting. So therefore, I am calling this song Loving and Fighting. Please enjoy. dusty floor to see your faces. The seven of us were so in touch. People like us just can't fake it. We had so much love, we just didn't know it. But we still weren't afraid to show it. Loving in the fight and going through the night and turning the music up. Screaming out loud, there ain't nobody who can touch us. Fighting in the day, loving in the night, saying everything will be alright. Never losing hope, 'cause we were all afraid to be alone. Nights out on the town, wasting so much time. How I miss our happiness and the conversations about our lives. We had so much love, we just didn't know it. But we still weren't afraid to show it. Loving in a fight and going through the night and turning the music up. Screaming out loud, there ain't nobody who can touch us. Fighting in the day, loving in the night, saying everything will be alright. Never losing hope, 'cause we were all afraid to be alone. And I still believe you're somewhere out there. And I still believe that you care. Loving in a fight and going through the night and turning the music up. Screaming out loud, there ain't nobody who can touch us. Fighting in the day, loving in the night, saying everything will be alright. Never losing hope. Loving in a fight and going through the night and turning the music up. Back when the world was still ahead of us. Fighting in the day, loving in the night, saying everything will be alright. Never losing hope, 'cause we were all afraid